that was good timing. The magnificent cable stay bridge here in Dundrum. An integral part of the Luas line. Without this bridge, you wouldn't have a Luas line connecting Dublin down to Cherrywood. It's put up 2002, 2003. I'll have to put information on it, but when I used to commute up here back in the home base times, Texas home care times, this whole area was completely different. The station building was there, Dundrum station, but you had car communications, and you had the remains of the embankment on this side. We'll just walk up. Well, fast forward 34 years, how incredibly busy it is, not just with the Luas, but the amount of traffic. This is lunchtime now, so it's cars coming from all directions, coming from Enniskerry, coming from Goatstown and Slorgan, coming from Milltown and going up to Rathfarnham. So it is incredibly busy. So in the Harcourt Street time days, this wasn't a road here. So once the railway closed, they really took advantage of this area, because the road would have swung around here and round by the library, round by the church, and then up to Lower Churchtown Road there. So this didn't exist until they demolished the embankment that was here in 1970, and they removed the bridge over the main street. That was removed about 1960, 61. I'm just guessing, because I know when they were removing all the bridges down to Dundrum, but there was only 2 bridges left by the time we got to Dundrum. There's Dundrum Bridge at the main street at the station, and then Quinns Road Bridge at Shankill, Trangana. So I'm not too sure of specific dates when they were removed, but I guess they were gone by 60, 61. So you're just looking at what was here when the line was operational. The last summer the line would have been 1958, so they have these main street terrace houses. They were definitely there, so you can see the configuration. And the bridge would have been the bridge would have been near where that bus is, probably roughly where that bus is, and then there would have been an embankment on this side, and those commercial houses across the road, they would have been there back in 1958, and the Domino's pizzas and the houses beside it, they would have been all there. So we're just looking for sort of to compare the infrastructure of now with what was the infrastructure of back then. And looking ahead of me, where I'm heading in a few minutes, is Ireland's first shopping centre, opened in 1966. So that can change the whole commercial and configuration of Dundrum. So this is a mere 7 years after the closure of the line. It changed the profile, and then the Luas coming to Dundrum, and they put this bypass in I think it's 2000. There's a plaque down there. Let's just go down and have a look what it says. So we have the Dundrum bypass. So Seamus Brennan, who was an advocate of the restoring the railway, he sadly died, and he was the Minister of Transport, so he opened this in 2002, July 2nd, so we're coming up to the 23rd anniversary. But Dundrum, Seamus Brennan was a fantastic politician. He was passionate about getting the line reopened. It ended up being a Luas line. But what was interesting today was I was in Dundrum Library there, at the Carnegie Library. Oh yes, while I'm here, I might as well show you the road. So where that van is, the original road would have come across here. So the original road would have come across here and then swung around by the church. So that was the original, when the Harcourt Street line was opened, that was the original configuration. So But when I was in this library here, I was looking at articles on the newspaper archive online, and somebody had a detailed report about a light railway, extraordinary, back in 1969, but we had to wait another 45 years for this light railway. But they went into not too dissimilar what we have now, replacing the bridges and having halts, and it's quite a good anticipation of what was to come 45 years later. So it's nice to do it from this perspective, because I've not ad nauseum, wouldn't use that word, but I've extensively covered the line over the last few years, so it's nice to have it from this perspective of the cable stay bridge, and to give an overall feel of the infrastructure of the line in 58 compared to now. So that's good to do. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already.